So our weekend warrior who's out there cramping now, and somebody says, "Here, drink this pickle juice." Truth or fiction?
Well,
Or
like,
hurry up and eat a banana.
what do you think the reasoning is behind pickle juice?
I maybe because it's the sodium. I don't know. I mean, I've never
Why
bought into
why
that. It's
why
like,
aren't the why aren't the elite athletes drinking pickle juice?
what's that?
Why aren't the elite athletes? Why wasn't Center doing some pickle juice?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it they've done studies and like it's kind of hard to study muscle cramps because there's so much variation between people with how long it's going to last, the duration, the intensity there's so much variation. They can get a muscle cramp going in the lab and they can give you some pickle juice, but you've got to prove that that muscle cramp wouldn't have stopped on its own anyway.
Mhm.
But one thing that you do know, like most muscle cramps resolve within a couple of minutes, 2 3 minutes, and that is not enough time for sodium to hit the bloodstream, get into
Mhm.
the muscle and have an effect, so they know it's not sodium.
Right.
One theory that they do have is that it's kind of a reflex, like certain certain tastes, and they do have some products out that I don't think it's totally proven yet, but like it's more like the vinegar and sometimes spicy, like cinnamon, capsaicin, can activate these sensory receptors in your mouth and your throat. And they're called TRP channels, and that they can like reflexively dampen overactive motor neurons, like temporarily. But those little sensory receptors, they're in your mouth, they're in your throat, maybe in your upper digestive tract. That's not been proven. They really got to do more studies. It's just kind of a theory right now, but they know it's not sodium. They know for a fact it's not sodium.
Right.
But people who like, I don't see pickle juice a whole lot anymore. But at the height of the pickle juice craze, I played a girl one time. She was like, and this was just ladies' league, and it was a young girl. She looked like she was in her early 20s. She was down in a whole like Yeti full of pickle juice before the match. Like she's pre-gaming, and she was just like, I got to get this pickle juice down. I'm like, I don't know. I was looking at my partner like, I don't know what you things we're gonna be doing out here, but anyway, you drank that whole thing of pickle juice, and her stomach was so upset. She was so nauseous that she couldn't play. I mean, she and I've seen I've seen people at the tennis court, like during the pickle juice craze, at people at the tennis courts with a whole jar of pickles, like pickles and all, and they're just like
Ugh,
drinking out of
chugging it.
drinking out of the pickle jar. Like, no, that's not going to help you. You
Yeah.
can't you can't drink pickle juice ahead of time and prevent cramps. That's not gonna work.
Right.
And I think it's risky to drink pickle juice, even if the theory is right about the sensory receptors, it's a momentary thing, and if you drink enough pickle juice while you're exercising, you're gonna make yourself sick because it's very concentrated sodium,
Right.
vinegar
Yeah.
going into your stomach. Ew,
Right.
no. So you're creating this hypertonic solution in your stomach. And again, your body's got to draw water in to dilute it. But they know for a fact it's not the sodium because muscle cramps resolve on their own anyway within a few
Mhm.
minutes, and there's no way
Yeah.
there's enough time for that to.
Yeah.
It's not a nutrient thing.
Yeah.